Book summary by Teddy Bear's Storytime.
Wall is the first book in the Silo series by Hugh Howey. It presents a dystopian future where humanity survives in a giant underground silo due to the toxic environment on the Earth's surface. The story explores the lives of the inhabitants of the silo, the strict regulations that govern their lives, and the mysteries surrounding their confined existence. The silo is a self-contained society, with its own rules, hierarchy, and dangers. Howey masterfully builds a world that is both claustrophobic and expansive, where the walls of the silo both protect and imprison. Characters: Holston, the sheriff of the silo, who begins questioning the nature of their existence. Allison, Holston's wife, who was previously sent out to clean. Mayor Johns, the leader of the silo, responsible for maintaining order. Deputy Morans, Holston's loyal deputy and friend. Juliet, Jules, Nichols, a mechanic from the lower levels who becomes a central figure in uncovering the truth. IT Chief Bernard, the head of IT, who holds significant power within the silo. Lucas Kyle, a young technician who becomes involved in the unfolding events. Book summary. Holston. The story opens with Sheriff Holston contemplating his wife Allison's death 3 years prior. Allison had been sent outside the silo to clean the sensors that allow the silo inhabitants to view the outside world. This task is essentially a death sentence, as the environment outside is toxic. Allison claimed the outside world was not as deadly as they were led to believe, and she volunteered to go out and prove it. Driven by grief and doubt, Holston decides to follow in her footsteps. The chapter ends with Holston being outfitted for his own cleaning mission. The descent. Mayor Johns and Deputy Morans discuss Holston's decision to go outside. Johns recalls her conversation with Holston's wife, Allison, and how it led to Allison's fate. As Holston descends the silo, his thoughts drift to the past and the moments that led to Allison's decision. He remembers the discovery that Allison made while working in IT, which suggested that the outside world was being manipulated. Johns and Morans, worried about the implications, begin their own investigation into Allison's claims. Juliet. The focus shifts to Juliet Nichols, a mechanic in the lower levels of the silo. She is skilled and resourceful, working in the mechanical section that keeps the silo running. Jules is approached by Johns and Morans, who seek her assistance in understanding the mechanical aspects of the silo and any anomalies related to Allison's findings. Juliet, known for her independent spirit and critical thinking, begins to uncover inconsistencies in the information provided by the silo's IT department. The cleaning. Holston's cleaning mission is depicted in vivid detail. As he steps outside, he is struck by the beauty and apparent normalcy of the world, contrary to the desolate and toxic wasteland described by the silo's leaders. Holston realizes that the viewscreen images have been manipulated. However, the toxic air quickly affects him, and he succumbs to the elements, just like his wife. This chapter is a turning point, revealing the extent of the deception faced by the silo's inhabitants. Conspiracies unveiled. Juliet continues her investigation, uncovering more evidence of tampering and deceit. She discovers that IT Chief Bernard has been manipulating data and controlling information to maintain power. Juliet's findings put her at odds with the silo's leadership, and she faces increasing danger. Mayor Johns and Deputy Morans support her, but their alliance is strained by the revelations. The chapter ends with Juliet being threatened by Bernard and his enforcers. The uprising. Tensions in the silo reach a boiling point as more people become aware of the lies they've been told. Juliet's defiance inspires others to question the status quo, leading to unrest and rebellion. Mayor Johns tries to mediate, but her efforts are thwarted by Bernard, who seeks to maintain control at any cost. Juliet's leadership and courage are highlighted as she navigates the dangerous political landscape. The chapter concludes with a dramatic confrontation between Juliet and Bernard, setting the stage for the climax. Escape. In the final chapter, Juliet's plan to expose the truth comes to fruition. She and her allies manage to bypass the security measures and broadcast the unaltered images of the outside world to the entire silo. This revelation shatters the illusions maintained by the silo's leadership. However, Bernard and his forces retaliate, leading to a violent clash. Juliet, determined to survive, makes a daring escape to the lower levels, where she hopes to find safety and allies. The book ends on a cliffhanger, with Juliet's fate uncertain and the silo in turmoil. Themes: truth and deception. The central theme revolves around the manipulation of information and the impact of lies on society. The inhabitants of the silo are kept in the dark about the true nature of their world, leading to a false sense of security and control. Power and control. The novel explores the dynamics of power within a confined society. Those in positions of authority, like Bernard, use information and fear to maintain their dominance. Rebellion and resistance. The story highlights the importance of questioning authority and the courage required to challenge oppressive systems. Juliet's journey symbolizes the fight against tyranny. Isolation and community. The silo represents both physical and psychological isolation. The characters' interactions and relationships underscore the human need for connection and the strength found in unity. Survival and sacrifice. Survival is a constant struggle in the silo, with characters making significant sacrifices to protect others and seek the truth. Analysis. Character development. Each character undergoes significant growth, with Juliet emerging as a strong, determined leader. World building. Howey creates a vivid, claustrophobic setting that enhances the tension and stakes of the story. Pacing and suspense. The novel maintains a steady pace, with well-timed reveals and cliffhanger that keep readers engaged. Thematic depth. The exploration of themes like truth, power, and rebellion adds layers of meaning to the narrative. Emotional resonance. The characters' struggles and sacrifices evoke strong emotional responses, making the reader invested in their fates. Conclusion. Wall, Book 1 of Silo, by Hugh Howey is a gripping dystopian novel that masterfully combines suspense, complex characters, and thought-provoking themes. The story of Juliet and her quest for truth against the backdrop of a tightly controlled society resonates with contemporary issues of power, information, and resistance. Howey's world-building and narrative skills create an immersive experience, drawing readers into the confined yet expansive world of the silo. The novel's cliffhanger ending leaves readers eager for more, promising further revelations and challenges in the subsequent books of the series. War is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring quest for truth and freedom. The end. Love the book summary. Subscribe Teddy Bear's Storytime YouTube channel now. Like the video. Turn on the notifications. And leave your comments. See you in next book.